how many more times are we going to have this conversation? How many more times will the wage gap need to be debunked? Last week, it was National Black Women Wage Gap Day or something like that. And everyone's talking about, oh, well, it'll take a black woman all this time to make what a white man makes. Well, that's you're not in competition. Like, men and women, we're not equals, okay? We are complementary pieces that are supposed to work together. We are not supposed to be in competition. Yet, the ladies who, when they do decide to compete, 9 times out of 10 will come up short. They keep propagating this lie that there's some type of grand inequality that has happened to them, when in reality, the United States has gone out of its way to make this world, at least our country, accessible to women. The reins of power completely accessible to women. But once again, different life choices. So this is coming to us from Equality Can't Wait, which is a YouTube channel with a few videos, 380 some change subs, but they are getting ratioed to hell and back because no one buys this shit anymore. So let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Maya Rudolph. Do you...
Hello, Maya Rudolph. I don't remember when you were hot. You were one of those people who I would look at and be like, yo, okay, shoot, man, if she can be in movies, I can be in movies. Because I don't think you've ever been a 35%er. Not even in MacGruber, where I saw you get banged as a ghost on a cemetery. In a cemetery.
Love bad news? Then you're going to love my friend, Melinda Gates.
According to the World Economic Forum, it will take us 208 years to achieve gender equality.
Okay, so what's the World Economic Forum, and why should I give a damn about what they have to say when I'm sitting here watching a woman that makes way more than I do talk about gender inequality and how oppressed she is? Come on, man, miss me.
In the United States.
What?
That's the most specific bad news I've ever...
John Delaney, I don't even want to say cucked. I was just like, he drips with estrogen, you know? I mean, he's very, he got that dainty energy. There we go. He got that dainty energy of, he's not a very masculine guy. So, of course, he will sit there and buy into, they're all celebrities and actors who, once again, want to tell regular old people, such as myself and you, how to live our lives and the things we should care about, when in reality, they don't know any better themselves. I said this in a previous video. I think I said this in a Spike Lee video. Once someone gets rich and famous, whatever year they got rich and famous was the last year they were a human being. After that, like in the last year of their regular personness, that's when time stops for them. So, if you became famous back in, 2000, you still rocking Rough Riders and shit.
Heard.
208 years? Over my dead vagina.
Do you have kids? Is your vagina doing all that great, Sarah Silverman? Speaking of doing great, how's that movie role that you missed out on for the blackface thing working out for you, huh? Sarah Silverman was once at one point a 35%. She's still I can still definitely get it up for her. But yeah, she's just really shown her one of the things I've loved about Trump's presidency is that it's shown everybody's true colors. And in all reality, these are paid spokespeople who are here to push an agenda, not anything legitimate or true.
That's 1,456 dogs.
Orange is the new black or something like that, right? I'm not sure.
I'm telling you, bitches never get a...
But definitely not a 35%er. Definitely not. And notice how, of all the people that are speaking, she's the one talking about how bitches don't get this, that, and the third. Because, I wonder why.
Break.
I guess that would be my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchild. And I hope it's a girl.
Of course you do. Jesus, lady. Who are you? Like, you have no relevance, yo. Why aren't you spending time with your grandchildren or great grandchildren? I'm not sure how long you've been out of the game, but those eggs have been deep fried like a while ago. He was on Veep, right? Yeah. He was on Veep. I don't know. It's stand up. I'm assuming this is like a stand up comic thing, but none of these people are funny. So, you know.
Sure, yeah, that's bad for humans, but pandas only live about 20 years.
Why is it that
Fred Armisen, he's somebody I've always heard, like there's a bunch of comedians that people tell me are funny, but they don't make me laugh, like Dane Cook, you know? Dane Cook never once made me laugh, except for just then when thinking about how he doesn't make me laugh. But, yeah, like my boy, one time he was like, yo, man, we gotta watch this Dane Cook thing, man. Dane Cook's so funny. I'm like, all right, cool. We sit down and watch it. I think the special was called Vicious Circle or something like that. And I'm just like, this is the most boring thing ever. Why are you making me do this?
I can order a bag of dick-shaped gummy bears with same-day delivery, but I have to wait 208 years for gender equality.
That means
you can wait 416 years, sweetie. It's never gonna happen, okay? You sincerely just lack the upper body strength, ladies, okay? It's just, we're not made to be equals, okay? We are complementary pieces. Hear it again. Complementary pieces. We are supposed to work together. It is not a competition, because guess what? There is none. All right, if we've built this country around your comfort. There are 45 different shades of green. Why? Do you think a man needs 45 different shades of green? Hell no. But a woman definitely likes to have that type of variety. And companies, capitalism, have capitalized on this concept and on this notion. I mean, ladies, you drive capitalism. We want that's why we redid the divorce laws, because they know, hey, give her half the money, watch her run through it. But that's one of the reasons capitalism is one of the reasons the family unit in the United States is broken to shit. And it's because they know if you give the woman the money, she'll spend it without question. And they wanted to release those chains from her to one extent, all right? I mean, they sell everything under the guise of it being a public good. Oh, well, we have to make sure that these ladies get out of all these dangerous situations that they mostly put themselves in. But, you know, but there's always ulterior motives. And guess what? Capitalism was definitely one of them.
56 generations of panda bears will live and die before we finally see a female panda president. Women are currently less than 25% of Congress.
I've only thought you were funny on The League, Nick Kroll. I watched your stand-up. I've seen like other bits that you've done. You were okay in Sausage Party, but the only time I considered him funny was when he was playing Ruxin on The League. That's when and it was more of just the chemistry between the leads of that show.
And that's the highest it's ever been, which, you know, is fine because women are about 25% of the population. What's that? It's 50%? That's...
Actually, it's a little bit more than 50%. I believe it's like what, 51, 52% of the population, because women have always outnumbered men. But, you know, that's for a very specific reason. It takes one man to impregnate. One man can impregnate all those different ladies, but the ladies cannot impregnate the men. Like I said, we are complementary pieces. We're not supposed to be competing against each other. Jesus.
That's up.
That's not so bad if you don't think about it. Like,
who are you? Like, I don't know where this one's from.
you never, ever think about it.
In what world does it make sense that I make less money than Fred Armisen?
Who are you? This one, sweetie. Like this world, because I at least know who Fred Armisen is. I don't know you from a hill of beans.
That guy thinks this video is about pandas.
You know what? Forget about it. I want to come back as a lesbian's cat.
Instead of just a lesbian, this is one of the. I assume this was a chick at one point in time that thinks it's a dude. Like, why would anybody in their right mind take advice from such a person? I'm just curious. If you would let me know, who this is, because I can't remember the name. You strike me as familiar. I just cannot remember the name. But you're really reminding me of Don Rickles. But I know you're not Don Rickles, because Don Rickles is actually funny.
Alternatively, we could just haul ass to Canada tonight. I'm serious.
Is that Margaret Cho? I think that's Margaret Cho. She had a TV show for a little while. I only remember one joke from the show where she was living like with her grandmother or something like that, and the grandmother changed her name. They're like, "What'd you change your name to?" This is like old Asian lady. She was like Tiffany or something like that. That was pretty funny.
My car's outside.
The pay gap is so bad right now that the average woman's income is less than a Venice Beach mine.
Are you laughing? Or I'm not. This is why. This is why we live in a world where you get paid less than Fred Armisen, okay?
And they're great. They have no walls, but you think they're in a box. Women are in a box of oppression.
Really, nigga? All right. And speaking of no walls, I wonder what's left of your walls after sitting there and banging your way to at least get in this video. Because y'all know that's what the game is, right? Like, everybody on TV done gotten their guts, like, just rammed in to end up on TV. So, like, yo, I mean, speaking of no walls, no. What are you talking about, a box of oppression? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Like, if you were so oppressed, trust me, this video wouldn't even exist.
Do men get paid more than women for the same job? Yes. But think about how much work we do. Not only do...
Yeah, like putting in more hours, particularly when it comes to hourly wages, which is what a large percentage of the workforce operates on. And this is man, woman, or anything in between, if we are both making $15 an hour, but I work 8 hours, you work 4 hours, you're going to make less than me. That's just how that works. If I'm at work every day on time and not having to go back and, make call in and do all these other things, I'm going to make more money than you. That's just how it works. But, oh my goodness, yes, in general, men make more than women because men in general are providers and protectors. It's a matter of biology, but seeing how you guys are all in this gender thing where, oh yeah, men can be girls and girls can be men, then that's why you off.
We have to pitch our own ideas. We also have to pitch our female co-workers' ideas moments after they said them, but a little quieter.
And that...
No, actually, a little bit more articulate and comprehensible, because it's often that because men and women have different brains, we process information differently. So when you're mansplaining, you're basically breaking it down to a point where, okay, yeah, we're just trying to get on the same page. But her, oh no, I want to sit here and just be very belligerent and wow, and not fully articulate my thoughts, or not properly articulate my thoughts. Most times, it's just somebody trying to help.
Why we don't smile more.
Here's a fun fact. In the Fortune 500, there are fewer female CEOs than male CEOs named James.
Okay, so as a James, where's my CEO check? Plus, but that's the thing, there are female CEOs. It just takes amount of work and butt kissing that, a lot of people don't have the time for. Plus, women by nature tend to put family above work and career. So these are biological things. And if you want to be a CEO oh so badly, as you see through the Susan Wojcicki's of YouTube and almost a lot of these internet tech companies, they have female CEOs. So don't act as if this isn't something that's unachievable when it's been achieved.
We demand Arias and Andromedas in the boardroom.
The only time I've ever seen these two chicks is from the one with the curly hair, and this one right here is on that show Broad City, and I didn't laugh at that either. It's like, I don't like the media trying to tell me who's funny, because as you can see, they be tossing out some folks who just don't have it.
Diane's.
Ask yourself this. In 208 years, how far will manspreading have spread?
Honestly, it'll be closed in because there's so many, we live in with generations of young men who are completely castrated, man, have no balls whatsoever. So don't worry, the manspreading thing, golly, when you put man, the term man in front of things is just so cringy. Yeah, that's definitely going away.
I don't know, 208 years isn't that long. If you're one of those big turtles that lives forever.
I gotta check my notes. Huh, that's weird. Just says this is bullshit on every page. 208.
Oh my goodness. What? This is torture for me, guys. This is torture for me, for you, for my audience, just so you guys know how unfunny this crap is, and B, how they're sitting here really standing on this propaganda that has been proven false time and time again. It is illegal to pay people to pay one less for the other based on sex. No, 9 times out of 10, it just comes based on experience and based on what you can negotiate for yourself. And that's why the government really wants a big hand in it, because, oh, no, you can't negotiate your own salary. No. Isn't this a little insulting actually to women? Because ladies, you can negotiate a better salary for yourself. This is completely within your capabilities. You determine your own earning potential. All right. And these comics, they should be broke.
Yes, it's very long.
I was so I got so irritated. So irritated. You know what? That's the end of this video, because I actually went into an ad because of how irritated I was by that video. They think that is funny. It is not. This is not comedy. They are terrible, and this is the end of the video. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead, do that too. I'm not scared of your sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute, I can't depend on them. I can only depend on you, you know. And speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments? Did you find any of that funny? Are you upset that I didn't cover the last 2 minutes of that video? Because my God, I was just droning on at this point. You know, I'm actually grateful for this. Who is this? Dietz Watson ad, because what else is only but so many ways you can say that's not funny. So, do you think that the wage gap is a real thing? Or you know, do you are you in line with the, yeah, this has been debunked, this shouldn't even exist, stop talking about it because it's ridiculous? I'd love to know what camp you're in. So with that being said, until the next one.